Leaked video shows Tesla Cybertrucks with open trunks inside Giga Texas. A new leaked video shows several Tesla Cybertrucks lined up inside the plant at Gigafactory Texas with their trunks open. Earlier today, images were seen of the Cybertruck charging outside of the factory in drone footage captured by Giga Texas observer Joe Tetmeyer. Tesla Cybertruck charging outside Gigafactory Texas shows interesting frunk detail. We speculated that the frunk seemed somewhat small based on the frunk cutout in the vehicle's bed, but this new angle from inside Giga Texas gives us a better perspective. The video was shared by TikTok user Randomness2646. These are evidently the various Cybertruck builds that have been produced at the factory and are either test mules or ones that are ready to be delivered. It is also possible that it is a mix of both of those things. The Cybertruck unit closest to the camera appears to have some dirt or dings in the side, so it is likely that this particular unit is one we've seen on the streets. Nevertheless, there are around 5 TP6 units in this video, so there's a possibility there is a mix of both. The Cybertruck has been headed toward initial production for years. And we know Tesla has already built one unit that is ready for deliveries based on images shared by the automaker weeks ago. Validation and testing for the truck are still ongoing. However, we are seeing more units built than ever before, and today, a brand new unit was featured in the drone video that was previously discussed. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati. Tesla China-made EV wholesale sales doubled in July 2023. According to the China Passenger Car Association (CPCA's) initial data, the overall wholesale vehicle shipments, local retail sales and export of Tesla-made in China mic cars last month amounted to 64,285 units. That's roughly a 128% increase year-over-year. Although the high rate of growth is related to the low base of July 2022, 28,217, rather than a very high production rate at the Shanghai plant. In fact, July was the slowest month for mic Tesla cars so far this year, right after an outstanding June, when 93,680 units were sold. Nonetheless, the recent result should be considered as solid, as it's the strongest July ever. The average monthly volume so far this year is over 77,000 units. Besides that, there is a chance that Tesla slowed down a bit in July due to preparations for the upcoming refreshed Tesla Model 3 codename Highland. Another reason could be vacations for some of the employees. During the first 7 months of 2023, Tesla's wholesale vehicle shipments of the made-in-China mic Model 3 and Model Y amounted to 540,824, up 68% year-over-year. It's worth noting also that the 12-month rolling volume increased once again and reached over 928,000 units, proving that the Tesla Giga Shanghai plant is the world's largest electric car manufacturing plant, with a potential peak output believed to be noticeable above 1 million units annually. Retail sales in China and export. As of today, the initial CPCA does not include numbers for retail sales and export or individual results for the two models. So the only thing we have is the numbers through June 2023. In the past, the first month of a quarter was usually focused on export. Tesla exports both of its models to various global markets, although not to the United States. The Tesla Model Y volume represents about 2/3 of the total wholesale volume, outpacing the Model 3 at a ratio of over 2-to-1. Source: reposted and summarized from Mark Kane at Inside EVS. Tesla Model Y leads in Switzerland as best-selling car. Tesla Model Y leads in Switzerland as the best-selling car for the first 7 months of the year. Strong sales throughout the year still provide a significant lead over competitors, despite weaker sales in July. Car sales in Switzerland are still recovering from disruptions caused by COVID and the Russian attack on Ukraine. Auto Suisse reported that they have grown for the 11th calendar month in a row. Along with the growth in sales, there is a strong switch of consumers to plug-in vehicles. The market share of plug-in cars, EVs and plug-in hybrids that can be charged from the grid continues to grow steadily. Of the 10,317 vehicles sold last month, 3,649 were EVs. This corresponds to 29.2% of the automotive market. Of the 3,649 units, battery electric vehicles (BEVs) accounted for about two-thirds. Their number increased by 81% compared to the previous year. Since the beginning of the year, the market share of BEVs was 18.8%, 16.0% in 2022. 8.7%, 8.6% in 2022 of plug-in hybrids. And 27.3%, 24.85% in 2022 of plug-in hybrid drives. Combined, alternative drives electric, hybrid, gas, and hydrogen vehicles accounted for 54.9% of all new registrations this year. And thus the majority of the market for the first time in 7 months previous year, 49.5%. According to the sales results of the first 7 months of 2023, Tesla Model Y continues to hold its dominance. The car has a solid lead over its competitors, despite the fact that its sales in July were more modest than in previous months. Tesla has sold 3,334 Model Ys in 2023. According to data shared by Roman Muller on X, its closest competitor, the petrol-powered Škoda Octavia, was sold to 2,914 consumers. In third place is Audi Q3 with 2,562 units sold. Škoda Enyaq is in fourth place with 2,187 sales. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla China initiates recall for Model S and Model X over seatbelts. Tesla has initiated a recall of 271 Model S and Model X in China over issues with the vehicle's seatbelts and camera installation. The recall affects 234 Model S and Model X vehicles that were produced between February 5 and May 16, 2023. During the vehicle's production or after-sale service, the first-row seatbelts and pretensioners were disassembled. And during reinstallation, the parts may not have been properly connected to the pretensioner anchors according to specifications. China's State Administration for Market Regulation (SAMR) noted that in the event of a crash, the affected Model S and Model X's seatbelts may not function correctly as restraints. This, of course, creates a safety risk. To address the issue, Tesla will inspect the affected vehicle's first-row seatbelts and pretensioner anchor points at no cost to the owner. If any connections are found to be non-compliant with design specifications, they will be reinstalled according to the correct specifications. If needed, the entire seatbelt assembly will be replaced. The recall also covers 37 Model S and Model X that were manufactured between January 17 and July 11, 2023. These vehicles have issues with their front-view camera installation, as they do not meet pitch angle design requirements. This could lead to improper functioning of active safety features and driver alerts, creating a safety risk. To fix the affected vehicle's camera fault, Tesla will conduct free checks on the front view camera's pitch angle at zero cost to owners. If any camera angles are not according to specifications, they will be corrected. Tesla China imports the Model S and Model X from the Fremont factory, since Gigafactory Shanghai only manufactures the Model 3 sedan and Model Y crossover. This facility is the company's largest factory by volume globally, with an annual production capacity of over 750,000, as per Tesla's Q2 2023 update letter. Tesla also sold a total of 64,285 China-made vehicles in July, including exports and domestic deliveries, as per data from the China Passenger Car Association (CPCA). Source: reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Teslarati. Tesla Giga Shanghai rumored to have begun production switchover to Model 3 Highland. Tesla Giga Shanghai is starting to switch production to the Model 3 Highland, according to rumors. The factory will move into full production of the new Model 3 in about 2 weeks. Tesla customers are looking forward to the start of production of the updated Model 3, codenamed Highland. While the company has not made any official announcements, rumors have hinted that production will start at Giga Shanghai in Q3 2023. More specifically, it was reported that the first deliveries could begin as early as September. Now we have another grain of information showing the progress of work in this direction. Chris Jung revealed in a post on X Thursday that Giga Shanghai has begun to roll out major changes. He wrote that the factory began production of the Model 3 Highland as early as this week. However, Jung added an interesting detail. According to him, the production of the new version will alternate with the production of the old version. 2 days for the new version, and 2 days for the old one. At the moment, it is difficult to imagine how Tesla embodies this. After about 2 weeks, production at Giga Shanghai will switch entirely to the Model 3 Highland. Giga Shanghai started production switchover, starting this week to produce 2 days of current Model 3. 2 days of Highland production, alternate operation, and completely switch to Highland production 2 weeks later. At the moment, the order configurator for various European countries shows that if you order now, Model 3 will not arrive before October. This car model is shipped to Europe from the company's Chinese factory. This interesting detail hints at the fact that some production changes are really taking place at Giga Shanghai. That the factory will produce both the new and old versions of Model 3 in the next 2 weeks could make a lot of sense. There is a possibility that the price will change for the new Model 3. However, the company still has to fulfill some orders. As soon as the required number of vehicles for this is produced, presumably Giga Shanghai will switch to the production of Model 3 Highland. Perhaps after that, Tesla will make an official announcement and will be able to immediately begin deliveries of the new cars, some of which will already be produced by then. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian.